Hi guys, this is Life is Feudal Forest Village. Now it's early access on Steam for $25, which seems a little bit pricey. They say it's going to be $25 when they release it fully, which they say is in about 3 months time, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Now I have played a little bit of it through the tutorial just to see what it's like, and I'm going to give my opinions. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it, or I think they can improve on. And it's going to be very difficult not to compare it to Banished all the time, so if I make any Banished references, then I think that's understandable. So, village name, we're going to call it Meldrew. Map ID, push the button to create new generation code. So, but you always seem to start by the coast. I suppose it really matters which one we start with. Map size small or normal. We're going to start with small. You get a choice of plains, hills or mountains. I have tried this on plains. I'm going to try on hills just to see what it's like. Obviously that changed to more green. Climate mild or harsh. We don't want disaster zone. And we're going to start. Music's pretty. Construct houses to increase the village population. Okay, this is it. This is where we are. And yes, it is very hilly. Very hilly indeed. Right, what we need. This is the village info, which has just disappeared. Let's get that back. Event log, left corner, get that back. Professions. Resource limits. Don't need to bother with that right now. Minimap, on or off. Increase priority. Click on a building to deconstruct and show stats. Okay, down here we have general information. Terraforming, where you can raise or lower the terrain. Collect resources, this one does them all. Wood, stone, or hay, or cancel all gathering. This is the housing situation. You get a small shack, a small house, a house, and a hostel. So we've got a fishing lodge, gatherer's hut, hunting cabin, an orchard, a field. These are obviously not available. A coop for your chickens, a windmill, obviously baking bread, and a bakery for making bread. Right, resource gathering. Forester's Lodge, Lumberjack's Lodge, Stone Quarry, Ore Mine, Clay Mine, Blacksmith, Weaver cum tailor, a furnace, a kiln, and a carpenter's shop. Right, these are the village things. A port, a school, a tavern, herbalist, healers, cum doctor, a pyre. I don't know quite what that is for. Is it a funeral pyre? And a well in case of fire. These are dirt road, paved road, remove road, bridge, stairs, bridge section, corner section, T section, and a cross section. And this is to get out of it. Okay, speeds, you can go 1, 2, 5 or 10. We're gonna rest on 2 for a while. Okay, first impressions are it looks real pretty in the daytime. Real pretty. But it's extremely hilly. So let's just take a look around. Looks like a small island, very small. Yeah, it is very small. So let's get back to where we were, over here. Okay, this is a shack. We've got a child in here, 1 year old. We've got a teenager, 3. So how they're working out the ages, I don't know. I've never known a teenager be 3 before. And a labourer. Doesn't appear to have a wife in there. We have 3 labourers in there. And we have a teenager and 2 labourers in there. Okay, this indicates that somebody is homeless. Gianna. That's her happiness. That's her clothing. And that must be her tool. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is get her somewhere to live. We're going to do her a little shack. Okay. Now we are limited where we can build this. It has to be all green. There will work. Right, we have to assign a builder. We have 6 labourers in total. Okay. While they're doing that, we will get them some food with a fisherman's lodge. The blue line indicates the area it covers. Just have to find the right way around. Cannot build in this area. I can't see which way around it's meant to be. Hang on. It's not helping me out too much. Whoa, they fixed it. They have fixed it. I'm sure it's not because of me, but I put a comment on the Steam discussions about you can't scroll top, bottom, left and right, which was absolutely crucial in games like this. And they fixed it. Well done the devs. That is great. Why can't I build this? Oh, we're in. Okay. Let's put another builder in. Okay, this is nearly built. Harry and Gianna move in together. Both the same sex. Right, I know with the housing that it brings up things like pregnancy. You know, the possibilities of getting pregnant are better with a better house. This is the warehouse where all the goods are stored. This is the barn, obviously where they go collect and take things out of. Right, is that built? Yes it is. Resource limit 5,000. Number of workers 0 right now, so let's put 3 people in here. And like I'm saying, I'm sure it's not because of me that they've done the scrolling side to side, but that's great. So much better. Right, we have 3 fishermen here. This indicates the amount of materials we have: logs, stone, ore, clay, hay, firewood, etc. And the food. Another concern I had about this game when I first started playing it was the day-night cycle, which I also mentioned on Steam, and it seemed to come round really quick, especially when you were playing on 5 speed. And it also got extremely foggy a lot of the time, which meant made it difficult to build. You couldn't see that well. So let's just see what happens now. We're playing on 5 speed. I have a little bear over here, but they don't do anything. They don't attack people yet. Well, here comes the fog. And I thought the fog was a little overkill. But maybe they've diminished the fog a little bit. But when it's dark, it's pretty dark. Now the weather effects in this game are quite cool. The snow looks good. I don't see anywhere in the options where you can turn them off. But if you're doing a Banished comparison, I think this is a step above Banished. I really do. I know I've read comments on Steam, people saying, well, you know, you can do this in Banished and Colonial Charter and all that stuff, but, you know, the mods did that, not the guy who did the original game. So, and apparently this is fully moddable. So, I'm sure people like the Liquid people will be modding the hell out of this too. So we seem to have no issues right now. In the event log we've got Fisherman's Lodge complete. We're not in trouble. Right, another thing you can do is the terraforming. Right, this raise or lower the ground. I've had a couple of issues with this too. Okay, this is what it does. Now I'm thinking, does that, you know, that raises it, that lowers it. Is that ground level? We're gonna see. So they have to remove one of 4. And this is their progress, none of 10. And again, it's very dark. But thankfully the fog's nowhere near as intense as it was. Kudos to the devs yet again. It's very difficult starting games like this because you just don't know how much people are going to eat a year. I mean, it all takes time. But I'm very impressed with it. I really like it. And I think I could be playing this for quite a long time. Okay, they're like 3 out of 10 towards doing the terraforming. See, they're going way down, way down, way down. I mean, I'm not too keen of, you know, this section kind of looking stretched. And maybe it's just me that's not very good at doing the transforming, because they're going way, 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 way down. Way down. That's just crazy down. Yeah, that's going crazy. So I think once I've done that, we'll try and build it up again, see if we can do that, raise it back to the level it was. But it's nice to see that the devs are taking notice of the comments, because you know, they have made changes for the better. So we're going to try this again. So that section, raise it up back to the level it was. I guess it's kind of there. Right, none of 5. I mean, I played through the tutorial, which is, you know, 10-15 minutes max, but it does give you the basics very well. You see on 5, look, the day-night cycle doesn't last very long, and yet the year seems to last a long time. Now here comes the rain. The bear's freaking out. Looks like the one with the terraforming again. Can I move that? Yes, I can. Okay, they're doing that. I think it's just me that's not very good at this. So I can't blame the devs for this one. So they've got it back to that level, but it just looks ridiculous. Shall I have one more go? See, I don't know how high that's meant to be. I can't tell. That's the level. I'm going to go there, see if it builds it up. Because the last time I tried this, I was getting red in certain places where you couldn't transform it. But that seems to have disappeared now, so you can do whole areas again, which is pretty neat. And here comes the fog. You know, I don't mind a bit of fog. It is by the coast and you're going to get fog, but I think there's a little too much fog. I really do. So they've to remove 10 stone by the look of it. And I don't know where they are. I don't think you need builders in here. I have nobody available. I have 3 fishermen and 2, yeah, with 2 builders. I have started it. What you do see is when you're trying to build something, say a house, that it you'll see a load of Z's, like they're sleeping because there aren't enough materials to complete the job, which is pretty neat. That's a well. Provides water for plants and cattle, also provides water for fires. I don't know why they're ignoring this terraforming. Maybe they don't want to do it. Okay, can we build another house then, a proper house? Small house. See, medium-sized living space where people eat and get warm during cold seasons. Above average pregnancy chance. Capacity 5 residents. Happiness plus 10. Strength 110. I don't quite understand what the strength means yet. And at certain times, even though it looks fairly flat, it's very difficult to get buildings placed. And you're kind of thinking, well, do you have to terraform everywhere in order to put buildings down? And right now, that's the way it's looking. I think I can put it in there. Yes, you can. Okay. They're still not doing this. They started it. Can we put the hurry up on this then? I mean, I made a right mess of that, to be honest. Okay, they're building the materials. Got 10 stone to remove, and then they've 9, whatever this is, to build it. So, like I say, I think the potential of this game is really good. I haven't got time to show you all the ins and outs of putting a hunter in, and last time I tried it just had a question mark above the building, even though I had 4 hunters in there. But I think that was some sort of glitch, because I destroyed it, made another one, and then they started hunting. I don't know what it's like for when they're gathering in the winter. So by rights they should have a child. No, they can't, because they're all the same sex. Maybe this is just because it's early access. I'm sure they'll cure that. You need a male and a female to breed, okay? On their own. Yeah, you've got the same sex in here. This just may be because it is early access. That's what I'm assuming. But they don't want to deal with this for some reason. I don't understand. Doesn't look like you need builders to do that. So, is that a glitch? I don't know. You can move these around, which is nice. So let's try terraforming somewhere else. Okay, let's see if they come and do this, which they seem to be. See the day-night cycle, it's very dark again, you can't see what's going on. And that's only on speed 5, I'm sure if you're on speed 10, it'll be pretty much dark most of the time. Yeah, the year is going slow, it's only late summer year 1. Now it's getting a little stormy. So you can't see what's taking shape here. It's alright having these effects, but you can't see. Okay, they look to be raising that. Okay, they've not done it yet. Certainly haven't touched this one again. It's like it doesn't exist anymore. Oh, they are doing something with it now. I thought my clicking was raising it, but it's not. They are doing something. It's difficult to see. Yes, they are. They're doing it now. From what I read, they're supposed to do things in order. So they should have done this before they started the other one I did. I mean, everybody's been looking for the new Banished. You know, that was such a great game and still is. But this one seems to have a little more meat about it. I think the options are better. I think it could be more challenging than Banished. I don't know what disasters they have because I haven't played long enough to find out. I'm sure they have tornadoes, etc. Well, no issues here. But I am so glad they've done that scrolling thing. That's made my day. Well, it's nearly all level. One more little section to do. Cool, that worked then. Now, can I place a little house on top of there? I wonder. Yes, I can. So, how do they get up there? They must just come up around here. Music's very soothing. Okay, before I go, resource gathering. Let's say we're going to collect stone, for example. Usual drag, and it tells you how many. 24. So there are 45 in this little section here. So they can gather them. Wood. 80. I think that's a nice little feature, that. If you need a certain amount for a certain building, you can think, oh, I'll just take these few out real quick, and I can build. So that's good. Hay. A little bit of hay in this section too. Of course, you have the option to take out everything at once. Collect ore. Little bits of ore. Obviously used by the blacksmith, so there's 24. And this still looks a mess, but that's my fault. And there's a question mark above this because I have no builders in. Is that the reason why? Yeah, one of one now, so my mistake. They should build that now. You know, if people like this little first glance at this new game, then you know, leave a comment. You know, hit the like button. If you want me to do a little bit more on it, I certainly will. Just let me know. See, it's saying down here that food reserves are low, which is understandable because I've only got 3 fishermen in and I haven't done anything else. If you've played Banished, I mean, the interface is very, very familiar. Very familiar. It's almost identical. I mean, what I don't know yet is, like I say, how much these people consume a year. See, one person's asleep here. Number of idle villagers. So Skylar has moved into this little shack all by herself. she's got a piece of bread. That should keep her happy for a while. There she is. 3, she's probably a teenager. So that's the first little look at this game. As I say, I think it really is very interesting. I think it's got great potential. $25, is it overpriced? I don't think so. I mean, the amount of hours enjoyment you can get out of this game, $25 really isn't that much. But I'm going to have to get busy transforming because I'm pretty bad at it. Okay, they're collecting the resources that we marked out. They will take them to the barn. I can find the barn or the warehouse. They're putting them in the warehouse. So do people take them out of the warehouse to put in the barn? Or is the barn only for certain things? Yeah, I don't see hay in this one. Okay. Well, that's for another day. Anyway, thank you for watching this first look at Life is Feudal Forest Village. And thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.